when it comes to baking stock, this is what I usually do. I make sure I cut the sole according to the baking stock I'm making. Then I file the baking stock with the sole. What I do is I file the sole, file the baking stock. I make sure I apply gum a bit on the both sides. Let it dry for some time. I place them and go to my filing machine and file everything all together. But this is another style you can try. If that is the one you have been doing, maybe you should look at this one also, and you might just will I say fall in love with it, or you can just try it, because I am willing to try something like this when I get a baking stock work to do also. Yeah, what you are doing here is you are adding little, like an extra allowance, not up to half an inch, just so you can have enough space to trim it after lasting your upper. So this is the upper we just lasted. After lasting it, we just went ahead into trimming that allowance I told us about. And like I said, that allowance was not up to half an inch, just a little something that can just give you enough space when you want to cut, and you will not have that feeling like, okay, this material is not enough, I will have to manage myself. Yeah, this consciousness it gives to you, and you might end up not cutting it straight. So just slight allowance that will be enough for you while you are cutting. So this is us placing it. After that, we went ahead into like hitting it to make sure that there is no side that was open. Now when we were done doing that, we went ahead into trimming it. Now when trimming it, you need to be extra careful. That is what comes with this kind of pattern of filing your baking stock. You need to be extra careful when you want to cut it. So this is us using our cutter to cut. But if you are not used to using a cutter like this, there is a bigger cutter. And if you're not used to that bigger cutter, please just go for your cutting knife. Because I noticed there are some shoemakers that don't know how to handle. I have friends that don't know how to handle a cutter. Like, not like they don't know how to handle it, but they are not used to cutting soles and all that with a cutter. They are used to using their cutting knife, like the regular knife we know. So if you are not used to this, please go to your regular knife and just use it. So we are trimming it bit by bit. While trimming it, please don't injure the sole. You are not going like in depth into where the baking stock is, like you are just trimming it bit by bit, so that you will not have to injure those sides when you are trying to file it, considering that you have already lasted the shoe already. I think this one comes with a lot of work, because if it were that other one that I am used to, I would have finished my work by now, trust me. So this is us trying to just blend our sole to our baking stock. Now when blending your sole to your baking stock, you need to be extra careful. Extra careful being that you will not want your filing machine to touch that suede, even if it is not suede. Whatever material you are using, I'm sure you would not want that filing machine to just touch it, because it will end up making your work dirty. Not like dirty, but you know what I'm trying to say, and you would not want that. So while filing, you just need to be extra careful and make sure it doesn't touch the skin or the leather or the suede you are trying to make use of. All you are doing here is like you are blending your sole into the baking stock carefully. Okay, so while he was filing, the skin slightly touched the filing machine. I noticed it, but not too much. So just tell me which style you prefer. If it's the blending with the baking stock before lasting, or blending with your baking stock and the sole after lasting, which would you prefer? But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little tip. I hope to see you in my next class. Bye.